everybody and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new here. My name is Izzy. I am a licensed real estate agent in the state of Minnesota, and that is what today's video is all about, is how to become a real estate license / realtor in Minnesota. I have made a couple different generic videos on how to get your license, how to pass the exams, so if you are a beginner or just thinking about getting your license, I have a lot of videos for people like you, and I will link that playlist below and at the end of the video. So like I said, I've had my license for about 2 months or so. I'm fairly new, been actually going out and doing open houses now for about a month and a half or so. I don't have any clients of my own yet, but that's expected as a new agent. It's very difficult to get started, which I made another video about, but that's not what today's about. Today's a very Minnesota specific video on how to get your license here. And the Minesota Association of Realtors just sent me like a little goodie bag package thing. It's super cute, and so I'll go through that a little bit. But first of all, I want to talk about the requirements to get your license. So number one, super easy. You just need to be 18 years old. You do not have to have any sort of formal training outside of their own, and by that I mean you don't need to have any college degree or even a high school diploma to get your license. You just need to do their required courses, which I'm going to talk about here more in a second. And there are so many different options that you can take to do your training. There is lots of different training programs you can do by different companies. I personally did mine through Kaplan and I really enjoyed it, but there are so many out there. Do your research on what one's best for you. There is also online only, there's hybrid ones, and there's in-person classes. So you can kind of choose which one you want. You can choose to do like all in person and get it done within a couple weeks. You can do the hybrid courses where some are in person and some are online. Or you can do it all online, which is what I personally did because I had another job at the time. So it was very nice to just be able to work around my schedule, because there's no way I could take, 2, 3, 4 weeks off of work to do this training. So I did it online at my own pace. Also, with the virus going around, they only offered it online during that portion. So I don't know, I like doing it online, but you can do it however you choose. So their requirements are 3 30-hour courses. And course 1 is the first one that you do, obviously. Course 1, 2, and 3. So you start with course 1. It is the technical one. It's the least fun. It's all the important real estate laws, legal stuff, and important terms that you need to know. It's the least fun, but you just got to get it over with. And there's 2 kind of sections to that. There's the national and the state. So you would do both of them. I did the national first and then the state. And then I took both of those exams on the same day. So once you finish the course 1, you register to go take those exams that I just mentioned. There is 2 of them, the national and the state. You can register to do them one after another, which is what I did. I just wanted to bang them out and get them over with. So I took them both on the same day, and I finished my course like a couple days before that, and an opening came up for a few days after basically I finished. So I just studied like absolute crazy, brought my stuff to work, studied during my breaks, and took my exams and just whipped them out within a few days and got them over with. And those exams are very serious ones. You go in person, they do like fingerprint, hand scanning, you have to have different forms of ID, like a driver's license, like birth certificate kind of stuff, or social security, not birth certificate, just to prove that it is you. It's very serious in person. They watch you over on a computer. You have headphones on if you want, like noise canceling ones. Very serious stuff. And so then you turn in your form at the end, and you know right away whether or not you passed. I luckily did pass both of mine on the first time, but as soon as you exit the testing room, they like hand you a little sheet of paper that's flipped over, and you can just see if it's passed or not. And yeah, after that, you would do your course 2 and 3, and those are the fun ones besides the little like section on contracts, which is like, ugh. But there's also sections on learning about different kinds of houses, how to work with buyers and sellers, how to get your career started and choosing brokerages, and what path you kind of want to take with your career. So yeah, those are the fun sections, and you do all those online, you get them done. And then there is 2 more little exams. You take one after each of them. They're not as serious as your first big ones. They're just smaller ones that you take online on your own computer. But you do have to have a proctor that is somebody who is like not a family member or not really influenced by this decision at all. So yeah, you can't have your boyfriend, your mom, your dad, people like that. So I chose to do my neighbor, and we did it at my house, and it was as simple as that. So after you pass both of those two, you have to choose a broker that you want to work with, and I would recommend doing a lot of research on this and doing it before you even pass both of the exams and just knowing where you kind of want to go. Interview those brokers, go in person, ask them stuff that you think is important on basically building your career and who you can be most successful with. There is plenty of other YouTube videos and Google stuff online about how to choose that. So do your research. I'm personally with Coldwell Banker. I love it there so far. And that was just my own personal choice because I thought they were the best fit for me. And so once you choose who you want to go with, you give them all of your personal papers and completion certificates. They turn it all in for you. You have to pay fees and stuff, and then you will get your license and you will be affiliated with that brokerage. Now, you can only choose one brokerage to be affiliated with, and you have to be affiliated with a brokerage. I just said that word so many times. So you have to choose a brokerage, and you can't really be a solo agent. They take care of all the paperwork for you. You just give it to them, pay the fees, and it's done. And I also took the extra step to become a licensed realtor, and there is a difference between a realtor and a real estate agent. All realtors are real estate agents, but not all real estate agents are realtors. Realtors have the little copyright R after their thing because it is a trademarked word. There are also more certificates that you have to get and more little classes that you kind of have to do. And they're held at different standards. All that training that you have to do is to kind of put you above the normal real estate agent. And there is a National Realtor Association, there is a state, and then there is citywide. So I am part of SPAR, which is St. Paul Area Association of Realtors. And once you join that city one, you are also a part of the state one, so part of the Minesota Realtors. And then you are also part of the National Association of Realtors as well. So you can't join just the city one, you're kind of part of all three. And so it was actually the Minesota Realtor Association that sent me all these little goodies here, so it was really cute. They finally came in the mail. They had my address wrong, so it's kind of a whole little issue there. They sent me this really cool little note. This paper's see-through. I don't know if you can kind of see, but you can't. Just like a little welcome letter, congratulations. And also in the little box they sent me was a package of sticky notes, and you can see here they have the little logo on the top. Kind of blurry, kind of hard to tell. Get me back in focus, there we go. Also got this cute little pin, and it's a magnetic one, which is nice, because the ones that are like an actual safety pin, I always seem to get them snagged on my clothing and make little rips and holes. So I like this magnetic one a lot. Here, you can kind of, let me see if I can get it. There we go, that's what it looks like. I got a little thing of hand sanitizer spray. I've got a seller's disclosure quick guide here. It's a little book quick guide. Oh, I didn't even realize it's two-sided. So there's this side is the quick guide to seller property disclosure obligations, and then the other side is quick guide to licensee/realtor disclosure obligations. They also gave me a little scratch off sheet, which like you can like scratch to see if you're a winner or not, and I won a free course to complete some real estate continuing education courses. I'm sure everybody wins it, but who cares? It saves me like 30-40 bucks by having a free course. And then my favorite little thing they sent me is this little leather journal. It says made in Italy on it, and so it looks pretty fancy, and then it says Minesota Realtors on it. It's leather, it's got this little bookmark, and it's got some information on the inside. It just looks very fancy. I don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but I am a sucker for journals and paper and notebooks. I've always loved them, and I've always collected them my whole life. I have so many that are just empty, and anyway, that's just me. I'm a sucker for paper. So yeah, that is kind of it for this video. If you have any questions on how to get your license in Minesota, please feel free to leave them below, and I always look at all the comments and I will try to get back to you about that. And I also have all those other videos that are perfect for beginners about getting your license, what it's like, and how to pass. So I'll have that linked below as well. And thank you so much for watching.